Hello, YouTube family. How you doing? My name is Kofi Baraka, and of course, you're tuned in to Kofi Baraka's World. Thank you for showing up. As always, this is episode 8, and we're about to dive truly deep in today. You know what I mean? The title for this episode is called Chosen Ones, We Are Not Alone. Even E.T. had to phone home. So once again, the title is We Are Not Alone. Even E.T. had to phone home. And we're going to talk about alien life today. You know, we were raised and we learned a lot about alien life, but we didn't even know it. Now, if you come from my generation, you know about Alf. You know about Ninja Turtles. You know about Wakanda. When I was growing up, I used to play video games. You know about Super Mario Brothers and all the aliens that were there. You know what I mean? You know about the Terminator, especially like Terminator 2. That shit was hot, like flapjacks when that shit first came out. 92, my friend had a party at his house. We was watching Terminator 2, 8 years old. That was the shit. Also, The Matrix, E.T., Star Wars, Star Trek, and the movie Paul with the gray. That shit's funny. So, and Independence Day. And I think I said Black Panther as well. So, not only are we learning about extraterrestrials, but we also learn about extra-dimensional creatures. So, I'm about to just throw everything in together. You know what I mean? So, when you think about aliens, sometimes people think aliens look totally different than us. In reality, some aliens look just like me. I could be an alien, for all you know. I am pretty smart. But you could have aliens that you dated. You could easily have aliens you went to work with. Your neighbors could have been aliens. A lot of TV shows, their basis was like that. Shit, you could have seen an alien play for the Brooklyn Nets, and they call him KD. So, aliens could look any type of way. Black, white, Spanish. Alien just mean you just come from a different planet. The planet might have 2 suns, maybe 3 moons. Maybe the planet is completely covered in white sand. You know? Maybe the aliens just have, or the planets just have different vegetation and different animals and husbandry. But an alien's an alien. We're technically aliens because we come from a different planet. We are on Earth, but we go somewhere else, we'll be an alien to them. And you are right. Some aliens do look fucking different. You know, you got aliens that are a little different in terms of their physical features, their abilities, their language, and of course technology, etc., etc. So today we're going to talk about the different specifications of aliens. Also, if you see me doing this, I sweat a lot. I sweat like R. Kelly if he was in Word Ends Hard. You know what I mean? Or Harder. You know what I mean? Like, I sweat a lot. So if you see me doing this, I don't want to have all that sweat on camera. I want to give you my best performance. You know what I mean? If you see me drink a little something, it's water. This light is bright as hell. I feel like Kane and fucking Menace to Society when he was getting interrogated. You know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. I feel just like him now. But we're going to talk about different specifications of aliens. So the first one we got is grays. Usually grays are 3 to 4 foot tall. They're hairless normally. They have large heads, 3 to 4 fingers. And then you also got different specifications of grays. You got tall grays, you got orange grays, you got blue grays, etc., etc. Then we have reptilians. So usually reptilians are tall. They have scaly skin. They usually stay underground or mountains. I don't know if you remember back in the day, if you went to Walmart and Target, and they used to have in the vestibule where the electric doors were at, like when you first walk in, they'll have missing kids. And usually you see a lot of missing kids near mountains and near the forest, especially me being from Jersey. There were a lot of missing kids, sadly. And a lot of them were, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it, a lot of them were eaten by reptilians because they had less toxins than adults, than human adults. And then you have advanced humanoids. So like I said before, black, they could be white, cone head, big forehead, that live underground for thousands of years at a time. They also have cars that dig underground, and they live sometimes 2,000 miles in the ground. That's why you see a lot of white folks try to have the underground bunkers, and they always digging underground because they try to get to that society. If you ever watch The Matrix, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 when they're underneath the ground with all those niggas and they doing all that bullshit. They look fun though. You know what I mean? The guy, the best man guy was down there. Shit, Lawrence Fishburne was down there. Jada Pinkett Smith was down there. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock down there. No, I'm joking. But no, they were underground. And you age differently when you're underground too. And today we're going to talk about, also, I think she's an alien, but we're going to talk about the great Sophia Stewart. Now, if you don't know about Sophia Stewart, she is a sister of African descent, proudly from California, Southern California, and she's the woman, the queen behind the Matrix and the Terminator franchises. So basically, James Cameron and the Wachowski brothers, or I like to call them the Wachowski bitches, they stole her idea without paying her or giving her rightful recognition and acknowledgement. So, background, Sophia, she was a child prodigy. Not only she was a child prodigy, she was a prolific writer, she was a poet, and of course she had a brilliant mind. She was born in California, and she was a Malcolm X Black Panther Party advocate. She graduated from USC at 18 years old with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in journalism. And this is around the time she wrote her first screenplay book called The Third Eye, which is legendary in the sci-fi genre. Overall, she took the Warner Brothers, James Cameron, the Wachowski bitches to court. And hopefully she will win her $2.5 billion lawsuit and her $500,000 lawsuit for court fees. And like I said before, all praises to you, my galactic queen, Ashe. So we had to give it up for Sophia Stewart because she's a true beast, man. And of course, I'm going to tell you a little story dealing with alien life. So this was like, I was 26 years old and I had a dream. And this is like the most healthiest I was until like a year ago. I changed my diet to plant-based. My wife at the time, she was my fiance. She was doing my hair, so I was getting the right nutrients in my hair. Everything was changing. And I had a dream that I woke up basically in a spaceship. And this spaceship was huge. I mean, this spaceship looked like the size of New Jersey. I'm being for real. It was huge. And when I was in the spaceship, it was crazy because everybody in the spaceship was black. And if they weren't black, they looked like aliens from like Star Trek and Star Wars, like all, you know, that type of shit. And the people on the ship, they had long hair like me, if not longer. They had smooth skin. The women, they was wearing basically the what women wear now down here, those tights, those neon tights and spandex type of material with the holes that's in style now, and the little gaps inside, like it looked like a reptilian skin. They had that on. You know, they had long hair down their back to their butts, and like some of the men were 6'4", 6'5". One guy said he was my father, and he was like, you know, I had a whole bunch of y'all. So that was kind of scary. It reminded me of some Wakanda shit. So within the dream, I mean, I had my own room. The window faced the stars. When I went to the bathroom, they had bathrooms, and they didn't have water. They had like green, they had blue gel. Blue, it looked like blue magic. Like back in the day, you used to put your hair like blue magic in the fucking toilet. And you would poop and pee in there and just be released in space. And, the food was very similar to ours, but it was from like a whole bunch of different planets and stuff like that. So some stuff I didn't recognize, and they had animals in the ship. They had a whole jungle, like a planetarium in the ship. Like the ship was crazy, man. Like I never experienced nothing like that in my life. Like the doors, when they open, it configurized to your body. Like I was like T-Pain and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was that crazy. And I'm 37, so I was 26. I remember that shit every day. And recently, like a couple months ago, I had another dream very similar. Same ship, same people. And it's like, whoa. So, it's just something I want you to think about. Of course, as always, I have my predictions for today. You know what I mean? And one of my gifts from God. So my prediction for today will be we're gonna have remote controls for our phones. Reason B is that with the remote controls, you'll be able to scroll and turn to different YouTube channels, and they're gonna have something like a YouTube. You know what I mean? And you can turn from each channel, each network, etc., etc. And also to your different apps and stuff. So they're gonna have remote control. So you get to put your phone out, or how I'm filming right now. Just use the remote control, and just be on with it. You know what I mean? It should be coming out the next 3 years, maybe sooner. If you take the idea, anybody, fuck it. You know what I mean? And also, as always, I want to thank the YouTube family. I literally had a blast. And of course, you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave an educational, wise comment. And as always, this is another episode from Kofi Baraka's World. And like I always say, we are number one. Our God is number one. And our journey is not done. Peace and knowledge, everyone. I love you. Asante Sana. Peace.